a number of things, actually. We're really at an exciting and interesting point in time in our business as we see, this sort of generation of residential, desire and purpose around why people are buying and how they're traveling and how they wish to live. So we look at it as really redefining and enhancing this world of real estate offerings. And so that transcends really into, meaningful places, personalization, all of the things that are so driven by the hospitality, our heritage of hospitality and service. And so that's really what's been driving this, as we look at these iconic locations in these very special places around the world, is how do we elevate and bring this sort of inspiration to those who wish to call Hyatt home. So we're seeing really the greatest opportunity, I would say. It's one, very expansive. So it's into resort locations, but also into secondary resort locations. So not always your traditional sort of seaside retreat, but areas that have culture, they're vibrant, the community comes together. Because one of the greatest motivations right now that we're seeing from a trend perspective is people are looking for this sense of community and connection. So, we're seeing on a global scale resorts as well as, urban centers still growing, whether it's primary ownership or second home ownership, really, sort of masterfully positioning these incredible locations with all of the amenities and services of the hotel and integrating all of the things that we can offer for them to really increase and enhance and tailor their experiences, families, multi-generations, etc. Well, we are really creating a new expression of living, as I mentioned before, and it's very personalized. If you were to imagine sort of a love letter that speaks about what it's like, the tradition of being somewhere, someone looking after you, this signature of credibility, it's really truly yours, each from a Hyatt perspective, if you will, that has all of the elements of living and lifestyle, but it's really designed in a modern way and how you wish to live and how people want to own and how they want to spend time in connection with their families. We have 8 incredible properties in our collection right now that we're really showcasing and featuring all over the world. And that's everything from Park Hyatt in Japan, a beautiful expansion there, and more to follow on that later. The Miraval, the Red Sea Residences, set to debut. We have some incredible Thompson Residences projects in Mexico, from Puerto Cancun to Mexico City to Puerto Vallarta. Around our lifestyle, the Standard brand, we have Hue Hin, as well as Phuket and Bang Tao, and some really beautiful properties that are just going to bring to life some of these incredible locations. We were just talking about beach destinations. Those two, for example, are a perfect example of that, along with Hyatt Centric in Grand Cayman in the Caribbean. So we really are taking the time to look at these individual communities and properties as an extension of our hotels, as well commensurate with what we are seeing in the industry. Back to your question, the industry has doubled in growth over the last 5 years, and now is set in the next 5 years to double again. So there are many wonderful hospitality brands that are continuing to grow in their space, just as we are at Hyatt. We're seeing obviously other luxury brands, fashion brands, automotive brands coming into the space, again, to create an exhilarating lifestyle for many to enjoy. As well, one of the things that we believe is propelling the growth is this transfer of wealth and how, again, people wish to live. And it's, the generation is now expanding in that desirability and demand now we're able to meet, and this growth will fuel that.